Jai Opetaia is the most avoided man in boxing right now. Guys, let's be honest. Nobody in the cruiserweight division wants to fight Jai. It is clear. It has been documented. We've all talked about it. Nobody wants to fight him. Could that be his power? Could that be the killer instinct? Could that be the fact that he's very ambitious to become the cruiserweight undisputed champion? It could be, because nobody wants to do it. And we've seen this guy, Zurdo Ramirez, for years. He's been ducking Jai for years. He's been making excuses. He doesn't want to fight Jai. And it's clear, because how is Zurdo Ramirez fighting David Benavidez, who just came from a lower weight division? How is that even possible? If that is not a duck, then I don't know what a duck is. Zurdo Ramirez ducking Jai Opetaia is the most blatant duck you would ever see in boxing. And look, I am not mainly going to the road or going on the road of saying that certain fighters are scared of other fighters, because to step in the ring is a different sort of ball game, right? You have to have a different courage with you, conviction, right? Different bravery to step in the ring to get your head bashed in, right? And Zurdo Ramirez is definitely not a coward, but he definitely knows that Jai Opetaia is probably a level above him. Power is too much. And he knows that, you know, he doesn't want to fight. And it's been clear, because he's been ducking him. And as I said, he's fighting David Benavidez for the cruiserweight belt, which David Benavidez is literally just coming up. So what makes sense for Zurdo Ramirez to do is to fight Jai Opetaia. And it is clear that he doesn't want the smoke. It is clear that he doesn't want it. And Jai has been chasing this fight for the longest time of his career, because his ambition is to become cruiserweight undisputed champion. And, you know, a lot of people will make the argument that Jai Opetaia is fighting nobodies. He's fighting Uber drivers. He's fighting tomato cans and so forth. But the truth is, Jai is not getting the opportunity to fight the top guys in the division. Look, let's be honest. The cruiserweight division is not the most exciting division in boxing. It is not, because the competition is not very high. The top fighters are the good fighters, and then everyone else is below par, right? That's the truth. So in all actualities, we should be seeing more competitive fight between the top guys in the cruiserweight division. Like Jai Opetaia versus Zurdo Ramirez should have happened twice already. These guys should have fought a long time already. But of course, you know, Zurdo Ramirez has opted to fight David Benavidez because both of them are Mexican and they're going to make a lot of money. And, you know, commercially it makes sense. But for Jai, it doesn't make sense, because he just wants to unify the division and become the best of the division. In my opinion, Jai Opetaia is the best cruiserweight right now in boxing. But he has to prove it against other fighters. So how is he going to prove it if he doesn't get the opportunity to fight the other fighters, right? How is he going to do it when everybody is ducking him? So Jai has had a few things to say about David Benavidez and Zurdo Ramirez fighting and what he thinks about that. And he did an interview recently, and he sort of talked about this in much detail. So let's have a listen to what Jai Opetaia said about this.
I I actually like Benavidez's headspace, and he seems like he's got hungry, and he's you know, he's sort of more chasing that you know, the last name, and you know, he talks about a journey with his old man, which I don't know much about Zurdo, so I don't want to, like, I'm not bad mouthing, but
yeah,
just the legacy of, you know, why he's doing it, and he's just pumped up and he's younger and shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm sort of leaning towards Benavidez, but honestly, I don't really care. You know what I mean? I just want this fight to be done so we can get ours on.
Look, as you heard there, Jai just doesn't care who has the belt. He just wants to become undisputed. He just wants to become unified champion, and he wants to become the best in the cruiserweight division. And you can't frown on that. You can't hate on that. You got to respect someone that is willing to put it all on the line to become the best in the division. And that's what all boxers need to do. And Zurdo Ramirez doesn't want to do that. But one thing that I can say is that I know that David Benavidez would love to get in the ring with Jai Opetaia. So I think in some cases, Jai Opetaia is hoping that, you know, David Benavidez wins the fight against Zurdo, so he can get in the ring with David Benavidez. And guys, I think Jai Opetaia versus David Benavidez is definitely an incredible fight. I think it's probably the best fight in boxing, because it's two fighters that don't fight on the back foot, Both will move forward. Both will get in the middle of the ring and have a go. And that's the sort of fight that I think we're going to get. But Jai Opetaia has a serious problem, guys. Jai has a serious problem, and he has to address this problem because Jai is fighting Brandon Glanton, right? And the problem is Jai has to choose between the Zuffa belt and the IBF belt. He has to, because he can't fight for both. Let's be honest here, right, guys? Dana White's whole premise, his whole aim about Zuffa boxing is to have one belt in boxing, right? That's all he wants. And that's why he's gone about signing Conor Benn and he's signing Jai Opetaia. He's probably, promised Jai Opetaia a lot of money, just like he did with Conor Benn. But the thing is, Jai Opetaia is the IBF and the Ring Magazine cruiserweight champion. So he's now fighting Brandon Glanton, right? So what is it going to be? What is Jai fighting for here? Is he fighting for the Zuffa belt? Or is he fighting for the IBF, the Ring Magazine, and the Zuffa belt? It doesn't make sense. It makes no sense. And we need Jai or Dana White to come out and clarify things because, Jai's whole idea, his whole goal is to become undisputed cruiserweight champion. How is he going to become the undisputed cruiserweight champion when, the person that he's signed to only recognizes one belt, which is the Zuffa belt? And by the way, the Zuffa belt is not recognized in boxing by anyone. They still got a lot of work to do to be recognized in boxing. Like, a lot of boxing fans don't think that the Zuffa belt is anything prestigious, right? So Dana White coming in and going, I'm going to sign Jai Opetaia and give him the opportunity to fight the top guys. What is he fighting for? What exactly is he? Is he fighting for the IBF title? Is he fighting for the Ring Magazine and the Zuffa belt title? Is he fighting for no title? Like, what exactly is Jai Opetaia signed to Dana White to do? Right? To have the big fight. But those other fighters are not going to let go of their belts because Jai Opetaia is signed to Dana White. And the whole premise of Dana White is to have one belt, which is the Zuffa belt. It just doesn't make any sense. And there's not enough clarity about the whole situation. And as I said, Jai needs to come out and clarify things. What is he going to do? Because if he's going to become undisputed in the division, then Dana White must recognize the other belts. Like Buddy Jack, who holds the green belt, which is the BBC, he needs to be recognized. Right? Zerda Ramirez or David Benavidez, whoever wins that fight, needs to be recognized by Dana White. And those belts have to be on the line for Jai to fight those guys. Because otherwise, how else is he going to become undisputed cruiserweight champion? So look, there's a lot of questions there that Jai Opetaia needs to answer. But this fight between Jai and Brandon Glanton, I think it's a good fight. And look, a lot of people have had a lot of criticism about Jai Opetaia. The fact that, he's not fighting the top guys and he's fighting tomato cans and he's fighting Uber drivers and so forth. The problem is that nobody wants to fight him. So, you can only fight who's in front of you, and that is okay. But this fight against, Brandon Glanton, look, I call this fight a mismatch. I do understand Brandon Glanton is a warrior. He gets in there, he wants to have a fight. But there's only one outcome that I can see here, and this is Jai Opetaia, stopping Brandon Glanton in a devastating fashion. Now, look, this is boxing. This is two cruiserweights in there. The thing about Jai Opetaia is he gets hit sometimes. Jai Opetaia gets vulnerable in the ring because he likes to get involved. And, sometimes, he comes up second best. And we saw that in the Hussein Sin Cara fight where Jai was in trouble, in one of the earlier rounds in a few moments. So Brandon Glanton has definitely got an opportunity here, right? Brandon Glanton has got a chance, just like any fighter against Jai. And Jai has to be disciplined in here. And Brandon Glanton, this is his ticket to fame. This is his ticket to make a lot of money. If he can upset Jai Opetaia, that's a fantastic opportunity for him. So it's going to be a good fight, but I'm expecting Jai Opetaia to overcome Brandon Glanton. And after that, there has to be one thing and one thing only, and that is Jai Opetaia getting the opportunity to fight the winner, David Benavidez and Zerda Ramirez. That should be the fight next. I'm thinking Jai Opetaia will come through this fight against Brandon Glanton, and when he does, there's only one fight in boxing that should be made, and that is Jai Opetaia versus the winner of Zerda Ramirez and David Benavidez. That's what we want, and that's what Jai want. But guys, get in the comment section and let me know what you think of Opetaia being ducked by everybody in the cruiserweight division and his ambition to become cruiserweight world undisputed champion. However, he signed with Zuffa Boxing, which means that he might not get the opportunity, or Dana White might not recognize the other belts because he doesn't care about them. So get in the comment section and let me know what you think about it.